The Dark Knight faces off against an ancient evil in Batman, Shadows of the Eternal City. Gotham is a city that never sleeps, but who's watching over it while it dreams. Strange cult symbols have begun appearing throughout the oldest districts of Gotham. As Batman investigates, he uncovers long-forgotten catacombs beneath the city. There he learns from the cult that Gotham was built on cursed land, and that they plan to sacrifice the souls of the innocent to break the curse. But what does this all mean? What is the secret history of the Wayne family, and why is Bruce Wayne obsessed with uncovering it? And just how powerful is this ancient evil? This is Batman, Shadows of the Eternal City. In the darkest depths of Gotham, Batman confronts a terrifying cult leader who claims to be the Chosen One. The cult has awakened an ancient evil that threatens to consume the city. Now Batman must race against time to stop them and save Gotham. The story begins in the present day, where we find Batman investigating a string of bizarre murders. Victims are found drained of their life essence, and strange symbols are carved into their bodies. He soon discovers that these killings are linked to a secretive cult known as the Children of Arcan. They believe that Gotham is built upon cursed land, and their goal is to break the curse by sacrificing innocent souls. To do this, they're using an otherworldly entity known as the Devourer, which they plan to unleash during the annual Festival of the Unliving. As Batman closes in on the cult, he finds himself in a race against time to stop their evil plan. But the deeper he goes, the more he uncovers about the true history of Gotham and his own family's connection to it. But what is this secret history? Well, let's get started. The first thing that you need to know is that Gotham was always the bustling metropolis that we know today. In fact, when it was first settled, it was known as New Jerusalem. This settlement was founded by members of a secret society known as the Invisibles, who believed that they were chosen by God to build a new world order. Their goal was to create a city free from the corruption and decay of the old world, but they also wanted to hide it from prying eyes. To do this, they used powerful magic to conceal Gotham from the rest of the world. But why did they do this? Well, it turns out that the Invisibles had a dark secret. They were actually descended from an ancient race of sorcerers known as the Firstborn. These sorcerers had lived in secrecy for centuries, using their powers to manipulate world events from the shadows. But the other races of men eventually discovered their existence and waged war on them. The Firstborn were nearly wiped out, but a few managed to escape and eventually founded the Invisible Society. They continued to use their powers to manipulate world events, but now they were working in secret, hiding in the shadows. It was one of these sorcerers who eventually stumbled upon a piece of land that would become known as Gotham. It was here that he performed a ritual that hid the city from the rest of the world, believing that it would be a safe haven for his people. However, the ritual had a terrible cost. The land was cursed, causing great suffering to anyone who tried to settle there. The only way to break the curse was to perform a blood sacrifice, but no one was willing to do that, so the curse remained. Now let's talk about Bruce Wayne and his obsession with uncovering the secrets of Gotham. Bruce is one of the few people who knows the truth about Gotham's origins. He learned it from his parents, who were members of the Invisible Society before they were killed. Bruce dedicated his life to uncovering the secrets of Gotham, believing that it was his destiny. He created Batman to investigate the city's underbelly and uncover its secrets. And it is because of Batman that the cult is even aware of the curse in the first place. One of the most interesting aspects of this story is the way that technology fails against ancient rituals. The cult is able to hide from modern detection methods, and even Batman's advanced gadget CANT pick up their trail. This highlights the power of faith and belief and how they can sometimes overcome even the most advanced technology. The cult is able to use this to their advantage, leading Batman on a wild goose chase and wasting valuable time. This adds to the tension and suspense of the story, as Batman is constantly one step behind the cult. And speaking of cults, let's talk about the main villain of the story, the sorcerer who leads the Children of Arcan. He is a mysterious and charismatic leader who has managed to brainwash his followers into doing his bidding. He claims to be the chosen one who will break the curse on Gotham and usher in a new era of darkness. But what is his true motivation? Well, it turns out that the sorcerer is actually the descendant of the original sorcerer who cursed the land. He believes that he is destined to break the curse and bring darkness to Gotham. But really he's just another pawn in a much larger game. The true mastermind behind the story is actually an ancient evil that goes back further than human civilization itself. This evil was sealed away long ago, but the sorcerer unwittingly awakens it when he performs his rituals. Now the evil is free to wreak havoc on Gotham and only Batman stands in its way. And let's not forget about Batman's allies. This story shows that even those closest to Batman can be dragged into the darkness. Alfred, for example, gets caught up in the cult schemes and Batman must rescue him from their clutches. The same goes for Catwoman. She's been a thorn in Batman's side for years, but now she finds herself in danger and Batman must team up with her to save both her and Gotham. And now let's talk about the final fight. Batman has finally confronted the evil in a desperate battle that will determine the fate of Gotham. But what does Batman have up his sleeve? Well, it turns out that the key to defeating the evil lies in Batman's own soul. He must embrace the darkness within him in order to defeat the evil and save Gotham. This is a huge moment for Batman as he's always struggled with the darkness inside of him. But now he realizes that it's what makes him the hero Gotham needs. In a surprising twist at the end of the story, we learn that Gotham's destiny was always tied to Batman's soul. The city was designed to be a prison for the evil and only someone with a pure heart could defeat it. That's why Bruce Wayne was drawn to the city in the first place. He was destined to become Batman and defeat the evil that lurked beneath Gotham. But the story doesn't end there. We also learn that Gotham wasn't the only city designed to contain evil. In fact, there are others like it scattered throughout the world. And each of them is protected by a secret society of guardians who watch over the city and keep it safe from the darkness. We don't learn much about these guardians, but it's clear that they play a major role in the story. They are the ones who have been watching over Gotham for centuries, ensuring that the evil remains contained. And finally, let's talk about the overall message of the story. This is a tale about facing your fears and embracing the darkness within. Batman must confront the darkness inside of him in order to save Gotham. And in doing so, he becomes a better hero. It's also a story about faith and belief. The cult is able to use their belief in the curse to manipulate those around them. But ultimately, it is Batman's belief in himself and his mission that allows him to save the day. Overall, this is a thrilling story that will keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end. It is a must-read for any Batman fan and is also a great introduction to the world of DC Comics for new readers. What did you think of this summary? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you want to watch more videos like this, please hit the like button and subscribe for more updates. Thank you for watching. Until next time.